I'm letting you have it right now because ain't nothing you can do about that. And while you looking for a new job, I'm still going to be selling out theaters and venues, looking like a fat slob in clothes that you said that I look nasty in, and my feet are so damn big, and who dressed me. I'm still going to be making my money. I don't even do this, but I'm so sick of black people and their bull. I'm saying what I want to say. If you got a problem with what I'm saying, and you know, Lord, pray for me, because I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Okay? I'm not there yet. Black women, you are some of the most nasty, disrespectful people on God's planet Earth. The things that you say about other black women, but you're an activist, and you are educated, and you are this, and you are that, and you are the other. Find yourself, because a degree does not give you class. Find yourself, because a degree ain't going to get your stupid into heaven. Find yourself, because being a keyboard thug on social media ain't going to do nothing but your ass whipped when somebody walk up on you that don't know, that you don't even know is watching you. I said what I said.
What's up, everyone? It's Books&Looks TV. Today, I want to talk about Kelly Price and fatphobia and just some of her documented experiences with being a plus size singer, and also how she pretty much lashed out recently. So Kelly Price is a well-known singer and songwriter and has shared her personal experience with weight loss, revealing how challenges related to her image and health led to a turning point in her life.
Listen, you were at the top of the charts. What song scored big? Did you have number one, or?
I did. I had a number one song with my own song, actually, Friend of Mine, which is amazing. I've been to the top spot as a writer and working in production with other artists, Ronald Isley, Mariah Carey, Aretha Franklin, a lot of people. My first number one as an artist was a song called Friend of Mine from my first album back in 1998, and so I was very proud of that. I actually reached number one twice with the same song.
Come on now.
Fantastic,
Yes.
isn't that
awesome?
I mean, people spend their whole lives just yearning for that. I mean, that's how old were you when you made that?
24.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I was 24. Which,
fabulous.
You know, was another X, because that's considered too old. They like you.
Too old?
Yeah, they like you at 15 when you get signed, and I got signed at 23 years old.
Speaking of the expectations in the entertainment industry, there are expectations when it comes to your weight, how you look, how the audience perceives you. You had executives say to you, what?
I had one of the greatest voices that they'd ever heard, but nobody wanted to look at a fat girl sing.
Well, how did that affect you, though?
Well, I was already signed at that point. I'd heard several things. I actually had a very lucrative deal that I walked away from because of the position, excuse me, of the executives. They told me that if I did not lose a whole lot of weight, they didn't know if they'd put the project out. And so it's been a battle, you know, because there's also a double standard. Guys that are heavy in the business don't face that in so much as women do.
Price, who was once weighed over 300 pounds, was initially discouraged from stepping into the spotlight due to her weight. A record executive bluntly told her that while she had an incredible voice, the industry was not ready to see a fat girl sing. In her journey, Price realized that her weight gain was not solely due to food choices, but also because of factors like eating habits, timing, and a sluggish metabolism. Despite these insights, she struggled to lose weight in a sustainable way.
I've been called every fat bitch, every this, every that, every the other. I've told this story, so don't try to say this is Maya hate. This is not that. This is actually what happened. She's like, if you want to lose money, but I'm sorry. She's got her single is sitting in, are you kidding me? Her single is sitting in number one. Okay, whatever. Angela said to him, there's nobody out there with a voice like hers. There's nobody out there that's going to be able to, they would never say it to you in real life, so why is it on the internet? That's what I asked too, sis. So he meant it, and he wanted to make a bet with her. And so, you know, she does this, and she's like, give me a minute. So I sat down, and I'm kind of getting comfortable because we're getting ready to start our weekly meeting. And the call took a left turn because he said, you got to be out of your mind. I don't care how good that girl sang. Ain't no way in the world your big fat whatever gonna outsell my pretty light-skinned, long-haired. That's exactly what he said. It was a man, and it was a black man. I need you to understand, Angela Thomas, she thinks she's black, but Angela's not black. So he felt okay with saying this about me to a non-black woman. Angela not only did her big one, but, and again, this is not about coming against Maya. We outsold that artist. I remember my first week numbers. We outsold that artist probably by about 30 or 40,000 records.
Her challenges were compounded by personal stressors, such as the illnesses and deaths of family members. This experience taught her that staying active is key to maintaining her weight and boosting her metabolism. Price also emphasized the importance of body positivity, especially in raising her daughter to appreciate her natural beauty. She has been vocal about fighting societal standards of beauty that often exclude natural Black features such as textured hair. Now I'm going to talk about how she was a background singer. So Kelly Price acknowledged that she was a credited singer for Bad Boy Records. But she says there was other times as a songwriter, if I would demo the record, my vocals should have come off. I'll never forget sometimes riding in the car and hearing a song that I'd written for another artist come on, and it's pretty much all me, even on the leads. There was a lot of body shaming. If we had the phrase body shaming when I was coming along, hell, you know how much further I'd be. I'm happy people are growing up. I can't even say evolving. It's just like grow up. The world is big and it's round, and there are so many different types of people in the world with so many different facets of beauty. And what's beautiful to me don't have to be beautiful to you. So there was this like notable episode on Catfish where someone basically did what the show said, catfish someone. And there was this like viral comment of the person calling the person they catfished a fat Kelly Price. And, I think that kind of just shows how Kelly Price's body was always stigmatized. And then she was put on a show called Too Fit for Fame, but I'm not sure if the network picked it up. So I'm gonna play some public opinion and then I'm gonna conclude.
Kelly Price, I'm gonna hold your hand really tightly when I say this. Stop comparing yourself to other women. Your insecurity is as loud as a Jennifer Hudson run. When I tell you, you constantly get online, and it's gonna keep making media because you keep doing it. It comes off like you're lashing out. It comes off very jealous. It comes off like you lack confidence. Yes, a lot of Black male executives will pit women against each other for competition. That's just how you know that. That's how Hollywood works. How do I know that? But why is it necessary for you to bring up Maya in her career, talking about they told you that there's no way that your big fat whatever would outsell this skinny, light skin, long hair? Like the way you went in, it gives jealous. Kelly, you've been singing to Black women for 2 decades. I know you have enough money for therapy. Please go find a therapist.
Kelly Price ain't telling the world a lie, but I want to know who she mad at. Who she mad at, y'all who made the bad remarks, or she mad at that half-ass, low-budget ass stylist that she have? Because let me just tell you something. Whether y'all don't like it, I'ma say, when you are a plus-size woman, you put more emphasis, more pizzazz. You put more motherfucking push to the nush to make sure you look in a certain type of way. And I'm so sorry. As much as y'all don't want to say it, dark-skinned women have to do it. Light-skinned women have to do it. Plus-size women have to do it. Women with disabilities have to do it. Sometimes we got to put a little more extra a little more money into us because the way society perceives us. Now, my thing about it is, y'all keep on, every time somebody do a size and a bash it, y'all come out with this motherfucking PPS commercial rant. Oh, this and that. She didn't tell no words of a lie. But the thing about it is, ain't you that same black woman that been mean and being nasty to people? Practice what you preach. Then you want to put the biblicalness in it. For what reason? When you out over here hooping, hollering, and cussing and fussing. So one cannot judge when they are the judger. I'm just saying and say the truth because I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. Yes, I am a plus size woman. But the reason why I don't feel bad because I know can't no bitch make me feel bad about me being me. And sometimes when people go on these rants, they really go on these rants because of what? Because they know what everybody's saying is fucking true. And they don't want to admit it. That's all it is.
Basically, y'all feel hit because she held up a mirror and put it right in front of you and you had to force yourself to look back at yourself. When she said some of the most disgusting, rude, disrespectful beings on the planet, she held that mirror up and you just cowered because she was reading you to filth. I get it. Hit dogs gonna holler every time.
Kelly Price has every right to feel the way she is feeling. I'm sorry, but when you're a fat black woman and you're trying to be in community with other black women who are constantly being fat phobic, you don't want to be sisterly to them. You don't. Kelly Price has every right to feel the way she is feeling. I'm sorry, but when you're a
Kelly Price been mad at us ever since that catfish episode, and you already know what catfish episode I'm talking about. Listen, there could have been some truth to what she was saying, but when you generalize and group us all in one big category, listen, all of us wasn't talking about your outfit, okay? Listen, it wasn't me. It's because all birds of a feather don't fly together, and I don't mean no disrespect, but your core audience isn't that diverse. Your core audience is mainly black women, the same black women that you're talking about. I understand people getting in your comments and they was talking about your outfits or whatever, but you said all of us, okay? All of us wasn't in your comments. See, that's been a problem. You should address the people in your comments. Don't address all of us, because listen, I still listen to your little music. I still listen to As We Late. I came to your defense, actually, because when I saw that catfish episode, I said he ain't had to say that. He ain't had to say that at all. To this day, that still tore me up. I'm still tore up about that. He ain't have to say that at all.
When Monique says skinny bitches are evil, it's Kelly Price. She was talking about Kelly Price. Ever since Kelly Price lost that weight, she has been hell on wheels. Now, I don't know all of what she said because I haven't followed her since that R&B Divas bullshit. But I'm sure she did whatever y'all said she did.
Kelly Price is a prime example of your gifts will make room for you, but when you lack character, you will shut those doors that your gifts just made room for. I just watched the rant that she had, and first of all, I want to say this. I'm not on her level celebrity-wise, but I have worked on shopping television for almost 20 years. I know what it's like to be in a position where people are, keyboard pirates, and they're all big and bad, and they say the nastiest, most horrible things about the way you look, the way you talk, the way you do anything. I've had people, racial slurs, I've had all kinds of things over the years, people talking about my appearance, if I'm wearing lashes, if I'm not wearing lashes, when I'm pregnant, inquiring about my kids, stuff like that. I've had all of that, and one thing I have learned is that the second that you stop what you are doing, stop moving in your own greatness to address your haters, you have demoted yourself to their level. The reason why they feel so emboldened to talk about you the way that they do is because they feel like you're untouchable. They feel like they are way down here and you're way up there, because there's no way that they would be sitting right next to you saying the things that they say. They feel like you are up there. They're just a peon. You're not even going to know that they said what they said in the first place. That's why they feel so bold to say what they say. The second you stoop down to their level, you have, number one, shared your platform with them. Number two, you gave them power and they won. The best way to address haters is just let them hate. You can say what you want to about Beyonce. You do not see her on podcasts going back and forth defending her husband. You don't see her going back and forth on tabloids, talk this, talk that. Beyonce stays hidden, and the only time we see her is when she's making money and working. When she's on tour, when she's got a new song, a new album, that's when we hear from Beyonce. Otherwise, you don't hear from her. That's why she's esteemed as much as she is, because she's a mystery. We don't know everything about Beyonce, and she wants it just like that because we feel like she's untouchable. And people continue to say what they say, but she's untouchable. With all that being said, you can take a note from Beyonce, because here's the thing, Kelly Price, you are a legend, you are talented, but you should be a lot richer than you are. You should be a lot more booked and busy than you are based on your pedigree, your resume, all of these things. People who are your peers that have done just as much as you've done, they probably are worth 10 times as much. But the reason why you don't get the opportunities that people who are less qualified is because you cannot control your mouth. You get on the internet and you say crazy stuff out of emotion, and you are reckless, and you close doors for your own self. And as a woman who is your fan, and I support you and I love you and I've seen you over the years, that hurts me to see you do that to yourself. And there's too many of us that are talented and we are amazing at what we do, but because we can't control our mouth, because we got to go back and forth with people and get them straight and right, all the things, we miss all these great opportunities to be elevating, to be making money, for our influence to be growing. Kelly, take that same energy that you had to get on this internet and talk about how black women are mean and all the things, and DEI, and go back to your job, whatever you were saying, take that same energy and make a new song. Seriously. What? I just don't understand it. And again, it's just sad to watch. It's hard to watch. Because there are people who are rooting for you. And when you self-sabotage, it's hard to watch.
I honestly hear a lot of people say that Kelly Price is mean and rude, and I think that could be discussed. But I also think that there comes a time too, sometimes people just get triggered about people often shaming them. Honestly, I don't think her outfit was that flattering for the stage as a professional performer. But at the same time, there are a lot of older artists who don't really show up like they would when they were younger. And I don't exactly know like the details of the contract or pay. I know sometimes there are like more intimate audiences, and a lot of people don't feel like, again, that they should dress up. But I know that Kelly Price seemed to be bothered. Now, her like attacking black women, she was speaking from her personal experiences. I don't think it's always good to generalize black women. Um, but I do think when people speak out of anger, they say the craziest things. But just let me know what y'all think overall about this Kelly Price situation, and if she went too far, or do you think she just expressed herself in the moment? And thank you so much for listening to Books and Looks TV. I'll see y'all next time.